just before we go any further, this week, we are very
He turned up this week a lot browner than when he looked on that poster boy effort. Early penalty there by Sharks boy. So first look at the opposition line-out of the afternoon.
You'll be very pleased to know that your cider has been ordered en route.
Apple juice on the way. Positive news.
We had a yellow card, have we?
Who's just been? Great steal there from Sharks now. Bryce maybe doing well. Brilliantly well. Really good. If you look at the league, tries been scored. Not sure got
ability to shoot. All floated. Centre with big Sam Dooley, who's already scored a try.
Side.
Dead set.
Indeed.
Just suck up on our shoulders.
He tells me this on a daily basis.
I've got it live on YouTube. Maybe get that was hurt your foot.
Use the match manager. Now in play.
Surely you didn't. Big Stu is looking to be inside the hospital pass, which has been cycled there. I can see a gap. Great support from Stu. looking for support himself, and he's found it in the hand of 10. Let's take all that. Okay, I'm obviously concerned about things. Is the hip going to be okay?
Hopefully. I've also got a week skiing before we go skiing. Then
I don't know. I need to just stay in the bars, keep the money coming in on the bars, and be ready for. I've been on a few school trips in my time as a student, and I know for a fact.
Quick ball from the Hurricanes. Advantage again.
We're just in front of the coaches, so if you start talking like that, I'm going to be in this position, see if I can get in here and see what they're saying.
Perfect. Well, as Charlie looks to sneak a preview of inside the coach's mind here, we have Hurricanes enjoying some position in midfield here for the first time in the game. Nice fluid offloading, puts their 12 away, who gets smoked by Nick Shin. My run's gonna
While you're here, Pat, can I just get a few words on how you feel the beginning of the game was going?
I'm very happy with how the lads start. I think they're overplaying at the moment, but some great tries early on. Sad to see the skipper come off, but I feel very confident about the game as it stands.
First time this season, we're going into the wind and the sun. How do you feel about that?
I'm all right with the elements at the moment. A Sharks hoodie, you can get those in SRG. Go to the website www.tobuysharks.com.
Oh no. The ref going to sit here. Came in good read. In the back of my ear here, I've got coaches demanding yellows. Controversial decision there. Arguably a slap down on visitors. So somehow we've managed up with a scrum. Not entirely sure how we've got there, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is.
Oh, 1 second. Let me ask the man who knows. What's the score?
Oh, that's right.
Sharks moving the ball swiftly there through the hands. Chris with a 2-on-1, distributes well. Nick the Chin carving up the line, making a good decision to kick there. As the ball stayed in play, it has. Opposition gathering well, clearing the lines nicely. But Chris looking to return the ball here in open field. Acres of space. What would his decision really make? He goes for the opposite.
Oh, that's an interesting
Kick the
kick.
ball. And we've got Will abroad charging up the line. Absolutely.
We finally, the crowd are alive, finally, they've cheered a try, and what a try it was.
Soared in there, soared in like the captain he has become this week. That is fantastic.
That was excellent stuff from the right-sided attack there with Chris Collins-Reid and then Nick. A couple of great kicks into space, and they've utilised it, and then Big Will with the absolute strides to come in on the left-hand side and dive over with the ball for his, I think that might be his first try of the season.
Tough when you play one game with back to three. Yeah. Straightforward. These games now can be slightly difficult to keep your head in sometimes when you're out there, but it's good to see. Yeah, easy.
What would you be thinking about now? What, 4 or 5 tries in now?
Yeah, 4 or 5 tries in. It's really, you see the heads of people drop, but really, we've all been on the receiving end of that in our time.
It's still a very, very, very close history of ours. It wasn't too many years. In fact, it would be Will and Gaz's first ever game for the Sharks in this very division, where we got absolutely handled on 7 up at the sevens. That was maybe the 18 and 19 season. So yeah, the scars are they're still just about healing from those days. So no sympathy or whatsoever. Played yesterday in their Premiership fixture.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture.
Yes, he has.
See what a great fit.
Wow,
Really
that is
nice.
champagne rugby.
It was indeed.
That's the last person I would have thought would. You know what, I'm going to see if I can try and get a word from Tay.
Yeah, absolutely. I like
I'm not going to get that word.
Nah, I'd give up. Get out there.
No, I would.
And you
give
shanked a
up.
few 7-irons off the tee, you definitely.
Well,
He
maybe
does not look happy, actually.
Well, maybe Tane's working on his game and he's not thinking about his kicking.
as Garin lines up the first kick of his afternoon.
So good.
Beautifully struck, and the wind has just pushed it left of the uprights. It was a wonderful strike, however. It'll give him confidence to know he can strike it that well off the tee these days. He's dishing out some excuses to the crowd here, who are letting him have it right back at him. And I think that takes the score now to 32-0 for the Sharks, in a display that can only be described as very, very so far. Canes managing to regather their own restart there nicely, but the counter ruck is strong again from the Sharks, putting pressure on the Canes at both the breakdown and in the defensive line. Held up well there in the middle by Bryce. He's working hard. However, the ball has gone down, and another strong carry from the front row of the Canes there.
The other one as well.
Big Stu in the middle lining up his man here. On behind him. Opportunity snuck. In the middle, who has been penalised, I believe, for going off his feet. Just with a blunt for injury stoppage there. I've lost my at the moment.
We're aware that there are technical issues with the microphones, and we're hoping to have secured a proper connection now. Well, I feel like I've given you.
Bit of a break in play here for a hurricane injury, which I think seems to have been taken care of, which is good to see. All players back on their feet. And Canes fly half opting to kick for the corner. Probably not made quite as many yards there as he. A nice attacking platform for the. Interesting. Canes all facing the other way. On a rugby pitch.
our home game. And it feels very sort of against us, they're bigger than us. And I don't know if it draws. I'm not really happy with that. It's our home game that's really close. And I've got Kane's sponsors bigger. They shouldn't be there in the first place. And they're bigger than us. Can we just can we turn this off, please? And also the sound. Yeah. Yeah, these are.
You might as well.
Oh, you're a superstar.
So I think I've managed to fix the sound for everyone. Big Andrew taking some massive yards up there through the middle of the park. Gaz at first receiver. onto Rogers in the centres. That's a fantastic backline combination there. Unbelievable stuff. Kane's trying to steal the ball and it's not worked for them. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Oh, and unfortunately, it didn't look like Aidan had the ball.
We're back on. We're back on. I'm sure all of our viewers will be dead chuffed to know that we are live and clear again. And in the absence there of commentary, Sharks managed to put together a few wonderful strings of plays and cross the whitewash on 2 occasions, one of which was converted brilliantly by Garin. As the Hurricanes make a strong return of that ball. Oh, and Rentz has somehow managed to pop up from the ruck with the ball in hand there as he sidesteps one, steps the other, and crosses the line for his first try of the afternoon, one of which he'll be very chuffed indeed. A fantastic piece of footwork there from Rentz and great acceleration from him through the middle.
Scorch, I'm just going to leave you. I'm just trying to see if there's a co-commentator available.
I think we could probably sign Nev the tip in, actually.
Nev, are you available for 5 minutes? Yes. Nev from Benchwarmers. He'd love the free plug anyway.
He would, actually. Yeah, it's traffic on his site at the moment. Needs the free plug, I believe.
It does, yeah, Tom. January is pretty slack, like, because we did well now out of Luke Littler, the darts, but no, it's very disappointing, this game here today, I think. It's not much. By the time I come on, it'll probably be a game of touch rugby, So, but look, it is what it is. We just get the job done and move on to the next one,
Indeed, and it is that sort of point in the season. The business really needs to be done here. I think you were telling me earlier that with a win today, it almost guarantees us that sort of playoff position spot for the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, look, like good clubmen that we are, we were out here 2 hours early to put up the gear, the whole lot.
We were indeed.
Yeah, and I think, I think if we win this, we're as good as it's job done, like, is then, isn't it? It's on to the playoffs and see if we can, because, like, Tom, you were in that team last year. We were bitterly disappointed we lost that one, so I think we got a bit of revenge to take out this year,
Indeed, I think unfinished business is certainly what we're looking for in the latter stages of this season. But that said,
injury, Tom, when you're back?
Well, actually, yeah, the injury is on the return at the moment. I was known to make a 100-metre jog the other day, which was certain progress, actually.
Right,
yeah.
Yes. Well, I make a 100-metre jog every now and again, but
progress for us both.
Progress for us both, yeah. No, but look, I suppose looking at this game here, like, what you take out of this game, really, So, I suppose, it's a hard one, really, like, isn't it? That
we were saying to Charlie earlier that when these games are unfortunately quite one-sided, that you've got to use it as an opportunity to run through certain phase plays, certain patterns. But it is good to see here Canes holding strong in defence where possible, and continuing to give it their all as much as they can.
Andy might take over from me here. Half time, I'm told. We got
for the onlookers
the word
here.
From we're finally getting a look in here.
Never's actually been sold down the river there, expecting to come on, and has been given the half-time. Nev, don't worry about it.
Got my hopes up and crushed them, but look. Scourgy, let's not get carried away, because I don't think I've done a full half of rugby yet in a long time. So, but if I do the full half, I'll definitely have a beverage, So.
Yeah, and so you should deserve. I'm actually being
I'm
double parked here live on air. That's not good to see.
No,
Thank you, Hodge. Much appreciated, mate.
Looking forward to it now, So
indeed.
Even though, as I said, it could be a game of touch by the time I come on. So
was that an injury there? Who's just come from? We've got Charlie charging on here.
That's what we do not want now, Scourgy, injuries, because I think the game is done and dusted. But make sure to get out of here with less
unscathed.
Yes,
cricket scorelines and unscathed and injuries is exactly what we want from this game in the end.
Well, we should actually nearly put a poll on the comments. It's going to be very interesting that, please God, if we do go on and win this league, it's going to be massive pressure to go up next year, Tom. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a big decision live on air there, Nev.
I like causing debates.
My word.
That's what I do for a living,
I think we do well, actually, in that. I think we do well. We're better, certainly, than others maybe give us credit to do.
I'd say bring them all on. That's what I say.
Yeah, I like your thought there. I just think that the club needs to make sure that we've got, a firm cemented foundation of players beneath those who go into the Premiership side.
Well, you make a very good point there. You do really need 3 teams, really, don't you? And like, players are key in any sport, you know.
Absolutely, and there is, I can speak from experience of doing it. Going up into the higher leagues back in the UK, not having the strength and depth, maybe getting to about halfway through the season, holding on to those big games, and then eventually falling off.
Did you play a bit at home, Scourge? I didn't know that. I thought you were just a novice to the game.
I did. I don't want to draft my CV in live on air, actually. But I dabbled in the game back in the UK, mate. Yeah, but there is nothing worse than.
Give us your thoughts on England at the moment. Do you think they're going to, seeing as this game is done and dusted, give us a quick preview of the Six Nations? How do you think England are going to fare out?
As we sit on the horizon, and 1 week today, I believe, we'll be kicking off, actually. I think it's an interesting time, because I read actually online today that 5 out of the 6 countries have new captains at the helm.
Yeah,
so there's all to play for, really, and even the minnows, aside from Italy, unfortunately, but the Scotland are no longer the minnows of the Six Nations game, and even they're going to be looking to put some strong performances in.
Big shoes for Marcus Smith to fill with Owen Farragon.
Yeah, but I think it's probably about time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know there's a few purists who do love Mr. Farrell, but I think
am a big fan of Owen Farrell, I must say, as an Irishman.
It's about time, really, for a new man at the helm of English fly half dominance.
I know, but I still think the jury's out a small bit on Marcus Smith. I think be interesting to see how he gets on. This is really the year that he has to step up, really, isn't it?
It is indeed. But I think he's got a good platform ahead of him now. As we return back to the game, and Gaz charging up the middle here, offloading nicely. Jouet that we love to see from the big man himself.
Give it. That has to be a try. It has to be.
Beautiful hands.
Nice guys.
Brents is going to cross the whitewash here for his second try of the afternoon. And something that is good to see from the boys as they continue to
done and dusted. I think
pile on the points here.
I think instead of a drinks break, I think we should have a beer break at half time, because
it's turning into that sort of one-sided affair, isn't it? Yeah.
Like, look, it's not nice to see from the Hurricanes, but look, it's no harm. The Sharks down through the years were on the back end of hammering off the cane, so sometimes maybe have a bit of that now, lads.
A bit of revenge on the side. I do agree with that. On the plus side, every time we score here, Andy on the sideline puts in a wonderful grubber kick of a new match ball and almost lands it dead on.
Actually,
the centre spot.
You should ask Andy here. Andy, what are your thoughts about Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool?
As an Evertonian, it was a bit bittersweet. He's a great character of the game, but hopefully it brings a bit of sadness to Liverpool for a few years. So I'll be watching it eagerly over the next few seasons, I think.
Who do you think should get the job?
If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be going for Alonso myself. He's doing a great job at Leverkusen, so...
Oh, Garin, let me just take a moment as he slices that straight through the uprights.
Talking about football live on a rugby YouTube show,
And there are cries of it must be the boots, G, actually. And fair play, he's got new cleats on this afternoon. They are working wonders off the tee. Wonderful to see.
There's some good ballers there now, I must say. Some nice players. Good to see Aiden, I've heard good things about him playing there, number 13. So we got Eugene here on the sideline as well. Good solid Limerick man there, so,
Aiden's first start back for the Sharks in a while now,
It's great to see an Irishman running the referees over here, so... But he seemed to enjoy that, Eugene there. So we got actually a supporter here next to me. Barry, it's his first time coming out to a Sharks match. What are your thoughts so far?
Great game. Kind of men against boys here, and I just see the Sharks bench, the bomb squad are getting ready to come on in the second half, and I think this game is going to be could go to triple figures for the Shark, I think.
If the viewers could see Nev's cheeks blush there on the mention of him being part of the bomb squad, that is quite a compliment.
If I don't score a try today, I'll never score one. So.
And talking of tries, the Sharks just crossed the whitewash again here.
So that's my aim out there today: score a try and get around the park.
We may well be crossing the half-century barrier now. Actually.
Yeah. I think we actually crossed that.
Did we? Oh my word! Then we could be very much cricket score on the cards here. 100 for none. A bit like the English cricket team wish they were at the moment, actually getting pasted in India.
Well, don't ask me about cricket now, Scourge.
We did. We got pasted
Barry's
a
a cricket expert behind us here.
Good man. It's good to have another fellow cricketer.
Yeah, big cricket fan. I should have been in Hyderabad today, actually, rather than watching this, but I'm delighted I'm here.
We're glad to have you, Barry.
It's a heated affair in both locations, really. I've got to say, yeah.
Instead of buying one beer, he bought 2 at a time. So it's always good to see that. So,
not good to see is Sam Dooley hobbling on to the team talk at the moment.
Half time, I think, Scourge. So I'm going to squeeze into my jersey and get going.
I better find our chairman again, actually, and See if I can sneak someone else back onto the comms here. Well, that brings up half time actually for the Sharks versus Canes this evening, and well, fair play. It really has been a one-sided affair. But you've got to give credit to the opposition here, who are continuing to front up in their tackles and try and keep their structure wherever possible. I think really the chat from the coaches here will be more of the same, actually, as they continue to ring the subs here, maybe try a few new things in the second half, and just make sure that everyone gets the right fair amount of game time moving forward. For those who enjoyed Nev's 5 minutes of fame there in terms of commentary, he peels the number 22 shirt onto his back and thunders onto the pitch, ready for the try he so wishingly is looking for, and we as the purists of rugby would love to see him cross that whitewash indeed. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the second half. The polls of the 12 polls are supposed to
I'll speak to the best out of all of us.
Come on.
Yeah, Josh is the best.
No, you speak the best.
Bring it over. We'll wander. We'll wander in. Here we go. Come on. Come on out.
He's going to have to teach me how to do this. Is it just on?
Yeah, it is. You just hold it up. As we kick off here in the second half, Sharks with a commanding lead, and Gaz barrelling up the middle from open play, streaking through, forcing an offload, which we've got away. That is Gaz to Will's foot, to a penalty. Interesting. Offside, perhaps?
I have to say, Gaz has given us quite a good bit of front ball, good go forward over the last couple of weeks. It's good to see he's come back from his injury in full force.
Indeed. And whilst we'll see it here, we'll certainly hear about it at training sessions, won't we, Elliot? I think Gaz, a humble man.
Yeah, only once or twice we'll hear it, I think.
He may tweet about it as well as the controller of our social media, yeah. He'll probably clip that highlight and post it 3 times next week. Tricky. Anyway, Sharks now have a firm position in the opposition 22, looking to build a platform from a line out. Thoughts on what they might go for here, El?
I reckon we might see a little move off our forward play here.
Maul has been set, wonderfully called there from El, and we are charging through here. If they can keep it at the back, keep control, we should cross the whitewash here for our next Friday afternoon.
Mikey's in
with a
again.
meat pie again. My word, he is looking very good in that red scrum hat at the moment.
Obviously come back from that little bit of an injury earlier at the end of the first half where he got absolutely smashed.
He did get melted, actually. One for the low light reel, I think, is actually... That needs to be clipped as well, along with Gaz's barreling run up the middle, that's for sure. And we'll see... Garin here is screaming for tea. You'd think we, as a well-established club now, would have worked out how to run a tee on, but I actually think we need one of those remote control cars.
That's what I was just going to say. I think bring back the remote control car. Why wouldn't you want that?
I don't want to set the viewers with too much hopes here, but
Have you got one?
I have seen one in the clubhouse with Sharks branding, but Charlie says he doesn't think it will go fast enough to get the tee on and off in time for the minute that we have to take the kick. As Garin lines this one up, he's had a pretty successful day off the tee this afternoon. I'm often the first to tuck into him, both on and off commentary if he misses them. But the change of boot, and with wind here, maybe will we see this one converted from near the corner flag? The strike's good.
Ooh, just to the right of that right post, but good connection, as you say.
Not easy at all. Tough skill. One of most, me and you both enjoy a nudge in training, actually. Yeah. Probably rightly for you, wrongly for me. From the back row, should not be nudging, but can't help myself. But send the up and unders in. That is what touch games are all about. Change of lino here. Eugene has disappeared to the other side of the pitch. We have someone new to tuck into. Nice restart there. Lined up down Big Nev, who claims well, doesn't tip and carries. That is positive to see. Oh, he's got flattened there. Good presentation.
Be interesting to see what our phase play here is in the middle of the park. Will we go to a set call?
Oh, that's nice.
Nice box kick
Rise
there.
of there we go from Putes to our left.
Unfortunately, it's gone straight out there off Lou, so back we go for a Keynes line out.
Well, what is the play there? What are we trying to do there, El? Once we have one phase and box, what are we trying to do there from a backline perspective?
From our backline, we're just trying to see where the spaces are in the pitch, trying to hit grass with the kick, trying to create a bit of mania for the opposition, get them chasing their tails, and then we hopefully can capitalise on that and get a good go forward and bit of territory.
Oh, nice. Well, Canes have looked to retain the ball well there. They put 2 nice phases together. However, that man has carried on his own there and has been turned over well. Was that Andrew? It was Andrew Vegamont in the middle. Mikey having a lovely offload there out of contact, and Nev tipping well to Big Rogers.
Oh, turnover there for Keynes. Bit to and fro at the moment. Good go forward.
It's a
Charging
strong
forward
fend.
here.
Another strong fend against Garin there. That's one for his low light reel, my word. Oh, just tough to see. They have good front foot ball here, Canes, but they're just set quite flat.
Bit of basketball.
Oh, brilliant basketball, and they're through. And that is the Canes' first meat pie of the afternoon. It's good to see, actually. It's good to see. That is one to stick them onto the scoreboard, and one that is it's good for all their hard works and their efforts, actually. Some good handling in the loose. Nice offload over the top of the tackle. Putting away their front rower to cross the whitewash. Fantastic. One that probably the Sharks will be quite annoyed about, actually, having managed to keep them at bay for the whole first half. One that they probably would have liked to have levelled them at 0 for the whole game, don't you think, El?
I think so, yeah. And we saw that last week. We had a second half where we kept... Who did we play last week?
Great question, mate. Do write in on the live stream.
It was Dragons, wasn't it?
Dragons, it wasn't.
Yeah,
yes,
we kept Dragons to 0 in the second half, which was really strong. I think it's always good if you can. One, we've got great attack, but if you also can show that in defence as well with times, it's really good to see. So let's see how we come back now. How do we react to that?
I think that, as you say, it's all well and good being able to score tries, but keeping that defence solid is probably going to come really into play in the business end of the season, actually, as we approach what is going to be a very exciting next couple of months for Sharks rugby. Looking to go one step further than last year, hey, El?
Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully we've got a really good core squad with a few new additions this year, haven't we? So I think that still sits firmly in people's minds about that tough loss at the end of last year. So hopefully we can do it right this year.
Indeed, I think it's tough for me to say, but looking at how well the Canes' first team have competed in the Prem this year, arguably the right team probably progressed last year into the Premier League. Yeah,
I agree, and I think with that we've had a good opportunity this year to kind of cement our basics and fundamentals, and we're seeing that now into fruition, aren't we, with the last couple of weeks. So hopefully that puts us in good stead for the business end of the season, as you're saying.
Indeed, we're racking up a lot of points in these last 3 games actually here. One that is fantastic for us as we move forward. I guess really, with another 3 weeks off now, and then a couple of away trips to Abu Dhabi, it's not really the break in the season we'd want with a bit of momentum and front football.
There we are, Aidan's going through. Can he make it all the way? Yes, he can, and under the sticks for another score. That's a good reaction, actually, from Sharks there after conceding a try. And Andrew, actually, is commanding the forwards and praising them now on a wonderful scrum. It really was a good attacking platform for our backs to play from. Now, Aidan, I believe, we were just talking earlier about, is this his first return or start in the Sharks shirt? First start, yeah. He got maybe 10 minutes at the end of last week, where he definitely went over for at least 1 try, if not 2. So it's good to see him back in the blue of the Sharks strip. Indeed, and he spent some time training with, I believe we haven't had him for a while, because he's been training with the UAE Sevens team, actually. Yeah, absolutely. He's class act, isn't he, for such a young guy, but lots of good things to come from him, I think, in the future. Indeed, and someone who, as again, to mention the business end of the season, someone we're certainly looking to have in our centre pairings. One that is really hotting up for competition, those centre pairings at the moment. Yeah, what's nice about that is the partnerships, the different partnerships that we're able to create now. With here's Daz on the ball, out on the wing, cutting back inside, sees off 2-3 defenders. Can we get quick ball? Lou's digging away, get that ball going. Oh, that's great hands there, slick in the middle. Really moving the ball well here with Mikey precision. Through again. Oh. Nice, back on the inside to get put him away. Oh, and Tane back on the inside. What a lovely try. Lovely team try, that. I'm speechless. That was simply sensational. That has started from an edge-to-edge move in our own half. Wonderful hands in the middle. Forwards linking up well. Backs showing good gas, support and decision-making on the wings. And then, actually, what is good to see is that whilst we make breaks, we then are set so nicely in the midfield to be able to move that ball across. Yeah, what's good with that? There was particularly one really important ruck there that we secured that allowed us to then go in, play back to the right and then go in for that try. So, really good.
Indeed. And to be fair, that is probably the cutting edge we lacked maybe in that sort of semi-final and final play last year. The ability really to string multiple phases together, forwards doing their job and just letting those backs put them through the hands and be clinical to finish.
Yeah, we talked about being selfless, haven't we? And that's good to see now. People understanding their role, whether you're a forward or a back, and being able to secure that ball so we can then continue the attacking motions.
Indeed. Actually, to be fair, being selfless in a game like this, that takes a lot of self-control, really, because everyone, when we are crossing the whitewash so often, wants to get on the score sheet. And good to see everyone just doing their jobs, hitting rucks where needed, and letting the ball do the work. As the Canes get us underway here, with a fantastic restart, claimed well by Max there, just over the 10-metre line. Big Andrew carrying again.
Lovely carry there from Andrew. Nice offload there. Is that Rents with him again? Always there, looking very fit at the moment. Very strong. Nev.
Brilliant in blue.
Little tip from Nev. We don't see that often enough from him, I would say.
Interesting. Neville, the tip Nev, actually coming true to his name and then forgetting to Neville the ruck Nev, actually. Totally forgot to do his actual job, which is hit rucks. I'll tell you what, Canes have got a bit of front football here. They needed faster ball.
Got an advantage there, so they've got free ball to play with.
That's a big shot there. Is that, who is that? Is that Big Will who's just flown off the line?
Our defence is looking good here, up nice and quickly, good line speed. Okay, so penalty has been called for the Canes. Sharks drop 10, and they go for the tap and go.
It's a big decision.
Yeah, from the fly half as well, I think. So, interesting decision.
Given that there was no one at home there, I probably would have just gone for the corner. But maybe their attacking line-out hasn't worked so well throughout this game, so they back themselves in the loose rather.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a knock-on.
Knock-on. We have now got turnover. Here comes a counter-attack. Nick, good go forward.
The chin, carving that chin through the middle. Fantastic play. Good ball presentation. Lewis fizzing one out there to Gary. It's a low kick through to the midfield, deep to the Canes back three. And we have a kicking competition on our cards here.
Early decision from Tane there to kick back. He's got a brilliant boot on him. And he makes excellent ground there. Probably 3 metres out, 5 metres out from their 22.
Good work, Will.
Just been the chairman just checking in on us from afar there, checking if you know, the roaming mics are doing their job, and we're enjoying having guest appearances actually today on the pod.
Yeah, as nice as it is, I'm enjoying myself. I hope I'm not in this position again. I hope I can be back in the team again in our next game when we go down to Abu Dhabi. Hopefully I can shake this little bit of an injury.
Indeed, these mics do stink of FOMO, I think is what
Yes, I think we
My
do.
word. We really want to be out there itching to get back onto the field. But, you know, sometimes it's a team game. We're doing our bit. Not sure I can fill another water bottle up, though. I'm sort of over it now, I've got to say.
But that's where the depth of our squad now is really playing into its own, isn't it? We've got that. We're really able to showcase that even when we do have injuries, there's someone to come and fill that place really, really well. And it looks like the Canes 10 has got a bit of an injury and is going off.
That's a shame. He's actually had quite a nice game, actually, there, 10. He's kicked well, taken the ball to the line nicely. He just hasn't really had enough quick ball at breakdown to give them enough front foot go forward.
Okay, we're potentially looking for a change in the backs here for Sharks, maybe coming up very soon.
Maxi charging off the loose and the line out there. Good quick ruck speed again.
Yeah, lovely placement.
Oh, big Andrew. Just don't want to I wouldn't want to tackle him if I'm brutally honest with you. Bill spills out.
Yep.
Lewis does well. Quick hands.
Brilliant from Tane. Lovely. Into Daz there on the... and he gets it down.
Racking finish actually there.
He had a lot to do there, didn't he?
3 to beat. Yeah, quick opportunity here. Pute said nice finish there. Just opportunity to say, what was so nice about it, Pute?
I really like the want and the desire to score. That's what scored that try. 3 defenders coming across, all of them hungry to make that tackle. He just wanted to score more than they wanted to make the tackle.
True, I probably would have gone for an up and under 5 yards out, but it is what it is, actually. That's why he's on the wing and I'm in the back row, I think. So, I assume the camera here is going to have a cracking view of G's next attempt from what can only be described as the touchline. Just a ripple from Daz there. Daz, cracking score, mate. We love to see it. Just going to nip on here. Just a quick word from Daz. How much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was nice to contribute to a big score. Obviously came on at half time, so it was nice, mate. It was nice.
He looked bloody good doing it as well. That's the most important thing. So, the purists out there want him to nudge this one through the sticks, and it's great contact. It looks good in the air. Oh, it's just faded at the last moment.
There's been a change in the backs for Sharks, as we alluded to. We actually have a first-team debut for Stu Nichols, who's come on in the backs. I think Nick's come off. Played a great game. He might have gone to scrum half, and maybe they've pushed Lou out to the wing, I think. Give Stu a go at his preferred position.
Well deserved, actually. I've got to say, he has been fantastic for the twos all season. And another sign, as we were talking about earlier, of people getting their opportunities from the strength and depth of our squads.
Yeah, so he's just now got to go and he's got a good chunk of time in this second half with a good go forward to be on that. And there's Brycey, great go forward, and this puts it on a plate for Stu.
Someone must have called Bryce baby there, because he was
and we're going again. Here we go, got a 2-on-1 on the edge. Inside offload there, lovely from...
Clothesline ignored by everyone there, that's important. That's good to see. Quick ruck speed. Rents unselfishly tipping to Andrew. Crikey, that's a good tackle in the midfield there from Finn. Good swift hands.
And is that... Who's through there? Daz again for a second.
It's 2-2.
He only came on at half time.
It's 2-2. He won't wait to be able to sprint back over here and have his second comms.
Now, just a little bit of, as he went on, I did say to him, I'm expecting a hat-trick. Because last week, I don't think he scored when the floodgates opened. So he's on here. He's done well. I'll just give him a cheeky...
nip over. Nip over and see what he wants to say about this one, actually, El.
He's not.
Oh, no. Comms have been waved off by the ref there, understandably so.
Dad, 3, mate. Come on.
We've just reminded Daz about his mission to score a hat-trick there, and a cheeky smile says that he's aware of it and is honing in actually on that hat-trick number.
But knowing him as a player, he's not a selfish player. He will definitely go team before personal accolades.
This is true. And I tell you, with every great moment in a Sharks shirt, there is Stu the wise owl in the middle, commanding calmness and a ball to play with again. That's good to see him bring everyone back down to earth.
Lou, lovely take there into Garen at 10, who has a nice clearing kick and takes us up to the 10 of the Sharks half.
Well, something that is quite unique to Dubai Rugby is what is it now? Sort of 6 o'clock call to prayer that is ringing out around the ground. Something that I really enjoy about being here, living here, and enjoying different sort of parts and traditions and culture about the UAE actually, is having these experiences. Oh, sloppy line out there actually from the boys.
Yeah, little knock on from their scrum half, puts Sharks just inside our half with a attacking scrum.
Actually, this, if moved well, could scream of a Daz hat-trick.
Absolutely. We've got a load of open space to play with. It'll be interesting to see how we play. Do we hit it up hard in the middle, or do we play to the edge early?
I think Stu's set quite narrow to Garen, so maybe they're going to pull it out the back here. Double pull out the back.
Potentially, let's see what happens. We've got good, there we are, lovely front foot
ball. Yeah, there's one of them. There's 2 of them, we called it on the side. Oh, referee.
Oh, the referee's called it back.
That's tough to see. The comms were on fire, the hands were on fire, and Daz knows he was in there.
I think they've called a knock on, so it will be a Canes scrum. Back to where we were.
Quick watch check. I reckon we've got about. So how long we got left here?
That's going up to 20 minutes.
It's 20. 20 minutes left on the clock. Good for the Shark spectators actually here. They'll be looking for the potential to maybe edge towards that 100 mark. I don't want to say it. I have absolutely no idea what the score is.
You just did.
I did.
Yeah, without any understanding of the score.
Not a clue, lads. Not a clue. Oh, I didn't even know the linesman and the referee.
And
here
we've
are
got a
mic'd
penalty
up.
there. Penalty for us. Penalty for Sharks.
What will they opt for here? You'd like to think they'll kick,
Yeah, put it deep into the Canes territory. Lovely, lovely kick there from Garin into the 22. Interesting, what do you think they're going to play off this? Do you reckon we're going to see something from the forwards? We saw great driving maul that was profitable for us earlier in the game. Do you think we're going to go back to that?
That's been a real strength of ours the last couple of games. And to be fair, all season, big front football, scrum operating well, maul operating well. They've done a lot of work on that in training, as you know, and rolling them out from some 10 yards earlier. Let's have a go at them from 15 here. Rent's calling it to himself in the middle. Nicely set. Oh, they've actually gone for a peel, and Mikey off the runaround. Oh, he's released it, got up to his feet. I'm not entirely sure.
Let's go. We've got good ball here.
If we let it go, it could be.
Oh, it's in.
It could be.
It's in for Lou.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Lou worked really hard there actually, because he's on the right wing, and he folded all the way round. He worked really, really hard there to get onto there to provide that overlap. Great try.
Indeed. Daz fuming. He was in open space. I think he screamed hat-trick as he instead of pass me the ball.
As Lou came in to take it from his grasp.
He is disgusted. Absolutely. Lou will owe him a pint there. That's understandable.
Good to see Lou being successful both at scrum half and on the wing today.
However, the man of the moment, Daz, has now opted to kick from the tee. This doesn't count, actually.
No, I think we should make that very, very clear. This does not count as a hat-trick if he gets it.
Steps up, stripes it. Oh, off the woodwork. Tough to see. Oh dear.
Shake of the head as he runs
he'll
back.
Be fuming,
but he's got a little wry smile there on his face.
Try scoring, son. So, 15 minutes left. I'm just gonna. Can we get an update on the score, perhaps? So, do you know what the score is? Fair play. Yeah, Lino doesn't know it. We don't know it.
You can see the numbers going round in his head.
Yeah, I haven't got access to the live stream here, so. Anyone know the score, guys?
I think it's 98-6. No, 98-5.
Genuine?
No, sorry, 198. It would have been the ton if it made the conversion.
So, just for the onlookers there, Daz has single-handedly ruined our afternoon, actually, by missing the nudge, leaving us at 98, actually, not 100.
I actually would have given him the hat-trick if he'd slotted that and then put us to the top.
Not only did he scream for hat-trick, but it's 98-6, my word.
That does shout avoidance to me.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, COM, actually,
Yes,
I
think so.
Yeah,
he's taking the shirts home tonight.
Indeed. Nice.
He's got a good chase here, actually. Speaking of Daz, is he going to get on that? Great hit there.
Could silence the critics if we get there.
Rents is there again. He has been everywhere today. And a Canes player actually is down there. Looks like he's hurt his back.
I guess as we edge now into the last 10 minutes, it's probably about time we started thinking about a potential MOM.
That is going to be a difficult task today.
I know, 98 and counting scores to be decided.
Who do you reckon is in with the running of this? Who do you think?
I guess we're probably going to have to sort of narrow it down to 2 forwards, 2 backs at first, maybe. In the pack, I've got to say, Rents has been strong. However, particularly in this second half, Andrew has carried brilliantly well in the loose. So probably saying that, the red scrum out with Mikey has popped up everywhere as usual in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, always full of energy, isn't he, Mikey? Within the game.
Confidence of youth, actually. Yeah.
Yes, I think that's it. Yeah.
Tough to see edging the wrong side of 30 over here, but
having said that, looking now just at the pitch, Bryce's had a brilliant game.
Bryce, baby, does.
And he does a lot of the hard work, a lot of the unseen work often, actually.
Hard graft on and off the pitch, that man.
Yeah, he's an intelligent player, isn't he, as well? He's he knows when to tip, knows when to carry.
He's wise.
Very wise.
What
a wise owl.
Wise. Might start calling him Stu Junior, actually.
Do you think he's been training him?
Yeah.
Ready to take on
the Jedi. Yeah, true. You never know, actually. Anyway, so that's our 3-4 forwards in contention, and then we come to the back line. I mean, who
do you
my
go
word.
For? I mean, again, someone that's just always chooses the right options. I think Garin orchestrates the game very, very well.
He does.
He could definitely be with a shout of MOM this evening. His kicking as well, actually, he slotted quite a few difficult kicks.
Yeah,
and that's going to be important in those tighter games, so that's good to see.
Good to see get a bit of practice of that, actually, in match conditions, that's true. Other backs, to be fair, yeah, we were just singing the praises of Aiden in the centre field earlier.
He could be, yeah. Tane is always on the ball, isn't he?
Annoying how good he is at rugby, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's
Daz, who's walking towards us.
True, definitely. Half time, and then suddenly shout for MOM.
Yeah, could
Jug
be.
avoidance, actually, Daz, for missing the conversion for 100 points.
100 points, that.
Yeah.
He's just said he's accepted.
He winces. He winces. He winces at that point. Yeah. So.
It would be disappointing, wouldn't it, actually, if we didn't cross the whitewash again? Yeah. But it does look very promising now with Stu going there. What a brilliant line from Stu. And he is going to bring up
100 points for 100 years old and wisdom from Stu. That is excellent. Excellent.
The line
to
he
see.
caught there
so
off that scrum was absolutely brilliant.
Fair play. And then he's just etched his name into the MOM standings. You
I
never
think
know.
so, yeah. He's brilliant try there.
So, tough.
Yeah, tough.
Who are you going to go for? Who are you going to go for here? I think
I'm gonna be biased towards a back.
Yeah, true. I was going to lean heavily towards the forwards.
Yeah, okay, so let's
should.
take one each.
Yeah.
I'm going to push.
And then we'll barter them off against each other.
I'm going to push for Garin because I think he's always, since he's come into Sharks, he's doing a lot of the work around him, putting us in the right places to give us this platform to go forward. And I think he deserves a good shout at MOM this evening.
I like that. Do like that argument, actually. That's fair play. I would probably argue that set piece has been a pretty pivotal part of the game and that Andrew has carried well in the loose. Rents has been everywhere with a little link-up play as well, as has Michael. But I would probably Andrew would be my go-to option there. It hasn't crossed the whitewash, to be fair to him, but has done a lot of hard yards carrying.
I've got a late call. What about Gaz? He has been powerful in his carries. Very powerful. Yeah, that's been good to see.
Yeah, true. If we give Gaz MOM, he will make that tweet.
Yes, that's true.
He'll
So
make that
actually,
Instagram
yes, let's not.
the fastest post you've ever seen.
Let's take that bit out.
But
edit that part.
Good to let him know. Yeah, if we can just clip that from the comms actually on replay, that'd be great. But he has had a fantastic game. I think I'm going to go ahead and agree with you that from the commentary box, we would say that Garin has orchestrated well enough, certainly, to claim that MOM performance. Well, we'll see what the team choose, though.
Yes, that'll be interesting. And
Mikey,
there we are.
one of our
Mikey with
candidates,
that red scrum hat is just marching forwards.
A man of small stature, but a lot of power.
Tane there at first receiver, puts it out to Stu.
Inside.
And lovely. Draws in the defender, then puts it there.
Got to say, actually, had a pre-game chat with Tane, and he was claiming that 10 would be his preferred position as he distributes well from first receiving.
Interesting, right.
Oh, will the wise owl put in the hat-trick hero?
Puts in.
Oh.
Is that Aiden out on the wing there?
That was Daz, I think. Oh, that is it. We're over again.
Who's gone in there? Is that in for Garin?
That is in for Garin.
That's in for
timely
Garin.
score.
Time he scored, and I think that just
that does secure
solidifies
our
what we
MOM.
were saying, doesn't it?
Oh, don't be influenced by them.
You're essentially a sponsored athlete now, by the way.
Really?
You're welcome.
As my co-commentator here gets heckled by the sideline for his new role, we probably take the opportunity to, from our position, certainly nail down Garin as an MOM performance. Well, I guess you'll have to wait for the Instagram post to see who the final decision goes to, but yeah, that's our
Gaz
5
might
pence.
just give it to himself anyway. He's got all the photos. He's in charge of the social media.
He does.
So it'll be interesting.
And you know what? Who could blame me? It's a fair play. As Daz misses another kick, more avoidance. He hates the chat from the sideline. Hates it. But you know, if you can cross the whitewash, you've got to be able to convert them as well. Why isn't Garin kicking that?
Has he changed his boots? He's only got a certain set of boots that he likes kicking in. Maybe he's changed them again.
You are having me on. That's outrageous. I cannot wait to tuck into him in the changing room about that one. That is a disgrace.
Oh, brilliant technical effort, Rents. Is he taken in the air? Should that
Benjamin Renton.
I think that could have been potential penalty to us. But
here is, oh my word, a collision and a half.
And then we look to play. We look to play. Tane putting us back into the Canes territory with a kick there. Is he going to get a 50-22? Is that going to go out? Oh, a little tap back in from the Canes fullback.
Played from their back through there. It is relentless at the moment, Sharks' possession. Ball position doing well.
They're playing around in deep in their 22. Are they going to be able to get out? And the ref is bringing it back. He's not put an arm out, so I assume it's going to be a Canes penalty.
We'll need one of the purists to tell us the ruling on that. I've got absolutely no idea why that's. What's it for? Early. I have no idea. Quick tap there from the Canes back row, who just charges immediately straight into our best tackler. Who lines him up. Quick ball from the base though, looks good. Oh, he's cut back inside.
And the ref's got the whistle to his lips. Advantage for Canes. I think we've been caught offside there.
Pretty sure this ball carrier now used to be played for the Emirati side, actually, but
that's good to see.
Yeah. Quick ball. Gosh. Oh.
And that's been confirmed by the ref there. Offside from Sharks. Are they going for the quick tap? Yes, they are.
Will their defence hold up well enough here just to keep them at bay with the one score in the afternoon?
Looking strong. This would be a really good opportunity, actually, to test out our defence late in coming towards the 80 minutes.
Will the boys stay strong here? Need to close up, narrow up a little bit in that D. Get low, defending your defensive line here. Yeah, great tackle from Rogers. Oh. Sorry, apologies for any young ears, actually, that may have heard that from our coaches. That's poor form, actually. Yeah. Watershed has not passed, actually, yet. Thank you. Goodness, that is what happens when you roam the touchlines. Another plug from our coaches there.
Yeah, another plug there for
True.
the primal events. Yeah.
True. They are plugging the High Rocks race, actually, is what you are trying to hear here, yeah.
And they've crossed the whitewash again, so that is a second score there for Canes.
Probably well deserved, actually. Strung a nice couple of phases together there. Kept themselves heads up and determined throughout this game. Fair play to them. And to be fair, their fly-off nudged the last conversion. So if he takes this, he'll be bettering both Garin and Thames' conversion rates this afternoon. Something I will also let them know this afternoon as well in the bar.
There's got to be a positive, hasn't there?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't let Garin have MOM, star performer, and highest conversion rate.
I mean, he's scored a conversion, he's scored a try, he's just missing the drop kick to make it a perfect game. How wonderful would that be?
I'd drop the mic. I would drop the mic for him, if you would. I think it's probably with the whistle.
And he slots that.
Oh, the referee calls more time onto the game. Interesting. I thought that might be the end, actually, there. Maybe we should get into Garen's head about we want one more drop goal. The online chat calls for a drop goal from Big Will, actually.
What would you do if you saw him
If
get in the pocket,
sat there,
nudges it over? Johnny Wilkinson-esque.
I'll just retire, that's it, end of. He can have the shirt, but the rest
Yeah,
of
he
it,
could have
rest of
MOM,
it,
couldn't
yeah.
he? MOM.
Absolutely.
Penalty there. They go quickly again, Keynes.
Taken quickly there.
A little step from their 6, I think that is, yeah.
Goose step there. Oh,
Okay,
not
now
10.
not 10, so they've got... It looks like there's some frustration there from the Canes as they don't get the quick ball that they want.
The wise owl hurling abuse at the players still. It's good to keep them honest.
Lovely tackle there from Bryson. Quick to the jackal. Not successful this time.
God, he works hard, doesn't he, in the dark
He
corners
does.
of the game,
Oh,
our Bryce.
absolutely.
Our Bryce. He's spoken like a true southerner.
You, me and Brycey, all southerners, and we'll call him our Bryce.
Oh. Can't quite see what's going on here.
Advantage again for the Canes. They're getting some...
Rogers flying off the line with a good chop tackle.
They're getting some good ball here.
The boys charging off the line.
Good hit there. Is that Andy who's come on? Oh, it's a really quick tap and go there. Looking
sure
lively.
There must be a few sore bodies out there now.
Turnover there. This ball's got to go. Tane is off. He is off. He puts it out
Is this
to
the moment?
Garin.
Is this some hat-trick moment for Daz?
This could be.
Follow him
Rents is
down
there.
the touchline here. Daz,
There's
back
Daz.
yourself, son.
Daz is taking
Back
him on the
yourself,
outside.
hat-trick
Is he gonna be
hero.
able to-
Oh, bottled it. Definitely jug avoidance there from Gaz. Actually, that's not good from Daz.
He did well to get round that first player though on the outside.
He did indeed. He did indeed. He has looked sharp this afternoon, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Considering he's only come on for the second half there, he's
Very
done.
sharp.
He's been heavily involved in the game.
Good to see, actually.
This isn't in the game plan. What's this?
Garin actually here. Our MOM nomination, complaining that he's found himself on foreign territory at the bottom of a ruck.
From
True.
hero to zero.
Yeah,
I
true.
think we've gone there.
The only place he might be more foreign would be a tackle. Actually, would be Garin. That would be the other. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Oh.
Canes are definitely trying to keep the ball in play, aren't
Fair
they?
play to them. Actually, they are continuing to come at the Sharks.
Nice turnover there from Brycey, but he's been penalised for it.
Wildly illegal. A few life sentences for that one there.
They're tap and go again.
Oh, that is quite a big decision running in.
Yeah, now it's penalty for Sharks there. Garin comes in. Calm play.
No.
Time looks like it's going to be up, so
The
he
purists
taps
on the sideline
and
want-
he kicks to touch to end the game there, which has been a fantastic game.
Well, that brings to the end of proceedings of what was, frankly, a wonderful display of attacking rugby from the Sharks.
Yeah, a second week of high-class rugby and clinical rugby. Full 80-minute performance there.
True. Good, both defensively and offensively. And I've got to say, probably one of our most uplifting performances heading into what is going to be a very important end of the season.
Agreed. Absolutely.
So, that leaves me to now sign off from our comms this afternoon, to thank Elliot for his wonderful second half stint there. 10 minutes turned into 40.
thank you for the invitation. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, but hopefully I'll be back on the playing field next time.
I'd like to join you at some point, mate, indeed. This may be the last time you hear us both on comms together. So thank you very much for listening, all 18 of you. Thank you very much for subscribing. Do stay tuned and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night. Chaps, who do I...
I can take it to the man inside.
Yeah, give it to him.
Yeah.
Fine.
Cool. Cheers, Maurice.